Stop for a second. What if I told you most people doing a side plank aren't strengthening their core? They're quietly crushing their shoulder and wasting their time. Sounds harsh, right? But here's the truth. The side plank looks simple. So people rush into it, copy what they saw online, hold their breath, sag their hips, and think they're getting stronger. Let me ask you something. When you hold a side plank, do you actually feel your deep core working? Or just your arms shaking and your neck hurting? Because that answer changes everything. Here's the biggest mistake almost everyone makes first. They treat the side plank like a balance trick instead of a body alignment exercise. They drop onto their elbow, stack their feet, lift their hips fast, and hope for the best. What happens next? The shoulder collapses, the hips slide backward, and the belly hangs forward. From the outside, it still looks like a plank. But inside, the muscles that should protect your spine are basically on vacation. Imagine building a skyscraper on soft sand. It may stand for a moment, but it's unstable from the foundation. Your core works the same way. Before I show you the full correct setup, here's a quick test. Next time you try a side plank, notice this. Does your bottom shoulder feel jammed into your ear? If yes, that's your first warning sign. Proper side plank strength actually starts before your hips even leave the floor. Strange, right? Most tutorials skip this part, but this is where real stability begins. Start by lying on your side with your elbow directly under your shoulder, not slightly forward, not slightly back, directly underneath like a pillar holding a roof. Your forearm should press firmly into the floor, fingers relaxed but active. Now here's the small secret most beginners miss. Gently push the floor away so your shoulder lifts slightly and your neck feels long. Think of creating space between your shoulder and ear, like someone is gently pulling your head upward with a string. Already you should feel your side muscles waking up, and we haven't even lifted yet. Next comes body stacking. Many people here stack your feet and think that's enough. But stacking isn't just about feet, it's ankle, knee, hip, ribs, shoulder, head all forming one straight invisible line. Picture yourself pressed between two glass walls. If your hips drift forward or backward, you'd touch the glass. That mental image alone fixes half of people's form instantly. Now slowly lift your hips, but don't throw them up. Instead, imagine tightening the muscles along your bottom side first. Then let that tension raise your body. This changes everything. When you lift from muscle engagement instead of momentum, your core switches on automatically. You should feel the underside of your waist working hardest, not your top shoulder and not your neck. If your neck is burning, something's off. If your shoulder is screaming, alignment is off. But if your side waist feels like it's wrapping around your spine like a strong belt, that's the magic zone. Let's talk about the second huge mistake, the banana shape. This is when the hips sag toward the floor and the body curves. People think they're still holding a plank because they haven't collapsed completely. But biomechanically, this dumps load into the lower back and removes tension from the obliques. Instead, think of gently pushing your hips slightly forward while squeezing your glutes. Not aggressively, just enough so your body becomes one straight board. A good cue is ribs down, glutes tight, spine long. Here's a light bulb moment most people never hear. The top side of your body matters just as much as the bottom. Don't let your top shoulder roll forward. Open your chest slightly, like you're showing the logo on your shirt to the wall in front of you. Suddenly your breathing improves, your core locks in stronger, and the position feels more controlled instead of shaky. Speaking of breathing, if you're holding your breath, you're leaking strength. Try this. Inhale slowly through your nose, then exhale like you're fogging up a mirror. During that exhale, gently tighten your abs as if preparing for someone to poke your stomach. That exhale-brace combo stabilizes your spine far better than just holding tight. Think of breathing as the internal support beams inside your skyscraper. Once you can hold a clean beginner side plank for 20-30 seconds, now we layer the intermediate fix. Instead of just surviving the hold, actively press the elbow down and pull your bottom rib toward your hip. This tiny action massively increases oblique activation. Suddenly, the exercise feels twice as hard without changing the position at all. That's when you know you're doing the real version. For advanced control, try this mental trick used by elite trainers. Imagine shortening the distance between your bottom armpit and your bottom hip by 1 centimeter. Don't visibly crunch, just create that subtle tension. Your deep core muscles fire instantly. The plank becomes solid, controlled, powerful, not shaky endurance, but structured strength. Now let's quickly compare wrong versus right. Wrong side plank feels like surviving on one tired shoulder. Neck stiff, body shaking randomly, counting seconds desperately. Right side plank feels stacked, supported, breathing steady, tension centered in the side waist, and strangely, more controlled even though the muscles are working harder. Same exercise, completely different body response. Let me ask you honestly, which version have you been doing? Here's your quick challenge right now. Pause this video, get on the floor, and try one side plank using these steps. Elbow under shoulder, push the floor away. Stack the body like glass walls. Lift using your side muscles. Ribs down, glutes tight, breathe slow. Hold for just 15 perfect seconds, not 60 messy ones, 15 flawless. Notice how different that feels? That difference is what progress actually feels like. Remember, nobody masters core stability in one day. Even advanced athletes constantly refine their plank alignment. Strength isn't about holding longer, it's about holding better. Every clean rep teaches your spine how to stay safe, your muscles how to cooperate, and your body how to move with confidence. So keep practicing. Start short, stay precise, and build control first. Endurance second, because the strongest cores aren't built by doing more. They're built by doing it right. And next time you drop into a side plank, don't just hold it. Own it.